Hello and welcome to Vox Markets. I am John Human and I'm delighted to be joined today by Peter Lai, Chief Executive of Majestic Corporation. How are you doing, Peter?
Thank you. Good. Very good. Thanks.
Excellent. So, we're going to review what's been an interesting year for the company. Perhaps start by reminding our viewers and listeners what Majestic Corporation does.
Majestic Corporation PLC is listed on the London Equity Exchange. Our company specializes in recycling precious metals, non-ferrous metals, such as gold, silver, copper from your IT, telecommunication, and electrical equipment. We provide an end-to-end recycling solution, offering services that range from collection, processing, and selling the metals back to the refineries so they can produce the metals back into the supply chain. Think of Majestic as a sustainable circular economy solution provider.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, circular economy is exactly where the world is going. So you're in the right place there. It's been
Yes.
as I say, it's been an interesting year, and your year end is fast approaching. How has business been this year? How's the performance been?
Um, we commissioned an independent report by Peer Street Research, which was published last month, and they have a valuation range of 56 pence to 71 pence, which we think fairly represents the company's valuation. This research is available on our website. We also on track to achieve our sales forecasts as set out in the research notes.
Okay, that's good. I mean, as I say, it's been a somewhat difficult year. Not just for Majestic, but for everybody around the world, thanks to the inflationary crisis we've suffered, and obviously rising
Yes.
interest rates in the UK and the
Exactly.
US, which has had an impact on metal prices, which has obviously had a knock-on effect to you. Can you tell us how that sort of happened? What the effect has been of rising interest rates this year?
Well, in 2022 and parts of 2023 was tough years for Majestic when you have multiple macro and geopolitical events that affected the industry. Geopolitical events, I can say, with Russia and Ukraine, where Russia controls 30% of the world's nickel and 25% of the world's palladium. Also, interest rates shot up to 5% in such a short time. This increases our borrowing costs significantly. This affected one of our segments due to palladium prices falling 70% and rhodium prices falling 90%. Fortunately, our management team were able to manage and navigate through these events and still profitable.
2024, hopefully, we'll see some normalization of pricing. What are you doing in anticipation of the sort of price environment next year? Are you restocking materials, in the expectation of a bounce back?
Yes, we've been planning for this. So in late 2022 and 2023, our management team was able to deleverage and decrease our debt and increase our cash in hand. This really gives us an opportunity to take advantage of the depressed market and restock materials. Actually, we anticipate a commodity price increase, and in fact, we believe there will be a bull market in the coming years, especially in our new economy metals segment.
Yeah. Now, interesting. You mentioned new economy metals. Battery recycling is obviously a very hot topic. In particular, electric vehicle battery recycling. How are you involved in that industry? What's your involvement in what is a very, very fast growing sector?
Battery recycling is very important for our sustainable circular economy solution. Currently, metals are being mined in, say, South Africa or Africa and Australia, and get shipped to Asia for processing, then to China for manufacturing, then shipped to car producers, then to consumers. What Majestic is trying to do is to minimize the carbon footprint by supplying our recycled metals to the manufacturers directly and domestically to join the supply chain.
So what sort of brands are you working with in the electric vehicle sector?
Unfortunately, we are not able to disclose due to our signed NDAs, but we definitely are in close communication with raw materials producers and the manufacturers. And also is during 2023, we have implemented a new economy metals segment in the company with a primary focus on battery metals. During these past years, whilst we were navigating through these so-called events and crises, our research and development team have invested in this segment to optimize the yield in the battery recycling. We now have our own proprietary technology to optimize the recovery rate in our recycling process. We foresee this sector to grow 100x by 2030, especially we expect at least over 20 million electric vehicles due to have a battery swap.
No, it really is a huge opportunity there for the company. I noticed that you this year joined the board of the British Metals Recycling Association. What's the rationale behind that, and what can we expect from your involvement there?
In May 2023, we started a facility in Deeside, Wales, where we have had tremendous support from our suppliers and customers. Our growth at Deeside has beaten our expectation, and we see huge potential based on our location, our competitiveness, our product range, and our service offerings. After the success in Deeside, we are ready to let more suppliers know who and where we are in UK. So it's best to have our colleagues in UK to join the BMRA, which is the British Metal Recycling Association. The best way to get in touch with suppliers, to get update from industry news and an update on government regulations.
Keeps you at the front of the game, front of mind there.
That's right.
So lots of fantastic foundations put in place this year. Particularly around battery metals. I think that's a very, very exciting space. What can we expect from Majestic in 2024, particularly as the pricing environment improves?
In 2024, we have 3 main goals in our agenda. To grow our Deeside facility in the UK, to increase our facility size, product range, and more service offerings, to continue our growth in sales and market share. And second is searching for funding from either investors or government funds or grants, so we can build a plant in UK to provide a sustainable circular economy for the UK electronic waste and EV battery manufacturers. And then also finally is take advantage of the rising commodities markets to grow the overall sales, grow profits, and increase shareholders' value.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's been a fantastic year since you've come to market, and you're absolutely in the sweet spot of where I think the world is heading. The circular economy is a very, very important part of the world's environmental plans. Peter, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.